And it's a very good afternoon to you from me, Alex Nyman, here with you as usual on a Monday from 12 until 1:30 with my programme Insights, all about jazz and sort of new age modern music. I'm getting a bit flustered because I was just looking at the camera and it's pointing in a totally different direction opposed to me, which is not a problem because that means you just don't get to see me on the television. But hey, I'm not worrying about that, and I'm sure that you're not either. So I've got some music this week for you. Now, I'm going to be focusing on the big band called the WDR Big Band. This is actually a WDR big band from Germany, based in Cologne, and they're one of the most amazing big bands currently performing anywhere in the world. And I'm going to sort of kick off with a few tracks from them, and then we're going to do sort of other bits and pieces featuring some other fantastic pieces, artists with them. Okay, so this is a this is a track called Kiki, and this is featuring Dick Oates. And that was Dick Oates there finishing off the track called Kiki, and that's with the VDR or the WDR big band. I'm saying VDR because that's how you say it in German. That's that. Oh, we've started again. We're not going to do that. No, we're not going to do that. I was too keen to get it started again. All right, that was from an album. I just wanted to call up the information for about the album, and that particular album is called Dialer Notes. No, it's not. It's actually called Rediscovered Ellington, and it's the new takes on the Duke's rare and unheard music. As I say, recorded there and arranged for the WDR big band based in Cologne in Germany. And I've got another fantastic. I've got lots of tracks from them today. In fact, pretty much everything is from them. But what they seem to be doing over the last what I know, maybe 10, 15 years is bringing a lot of guest artists in and recording with them, and they've got they've basically got the pick of anybody that they want, really, and everybody seems to be really, really happy with them working with them. And another guy that really likes working with them is this amazing trombone player, and his name is Marshall Gilks, and this track is called Morning Smiles. That was Morning Smiles featuring Marshall Gilks there on the trombone, and that was with the WDR Big Band from an album called Always Forward. Fantastic trombone player, just the best trombone player I think I've heard probably, I don't know, I'm just going to say ever, but I've heard quite a few cracking trombone players. A friend of mine back over in the UK called Nicole Thompson, he's a pretty awesome trombonist, and of course there are some other great trombone players around, but Marshall really, when I first heard him playing the trombone, I thought he was definitely playing a valve trombone because he was just so spot on with everything. But he doesn't. He plays just a regular slide trombone, but it just sounds like that. It's amazing, just incredible what he does with that. Okay, let's move on now. I'm going to get on with a vocalist now who performed with the big band, and this is a beautiful track by, I think it's by Jobim. Don't hold me to that, but I'm pretty sure it's Jobim. If I'm wrong, I'm sure somebody will tell me. And this is the wonderful vocalist Faye Klassen.
Como a louca de orvalho numa pétala de flor. Brilha tranquila depois de ler vacila e cai como uma lágrima de amor. A felicidade do pobre parece a grande ilusão do carnaval. A gente trabalha o ano inteiro por um momento de sonho pra fazer a fantasia de rei ou de pirata ou de jardineira. A tudo se acabar na quarta-feira. Com uma pluma que o vento vai levando pelo ar. Voa tão leve, mas tem a vida breve. Precisa que haja vento agora. A minha felicidade está sonhando nos olhos da minha namorada. E como esta noite passando, passando, em busca da madrugada, fala embaixo, por favor, pra que ela acorde alegre com o dia, oferecendo beijos de amor. Tristeza não tem fim, felicidade sim. Tristeza não tem fim, felicidade sim. Tristeza não tem fim. Tristeza não tem fim.
And that was Faye Clarson there singing Felicidad. It wasn't actually the one that I was thinking of, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. It's a great song and a great arrangement, and that was actually arranged by Michael Abeni. Yes, that's right, Michael Abeni. That's right. And so as I said, that's with the WDR Big Band. Great tenor solo there. I'm not too sure who the tenor player is. They have a pretty regular lineup of players there that I've seen quite a lot of them on YouTube videos, and you can check them out there as well if you really like that sort of music, as I do, for sure. I think let's go on to somebody else. I'll come back to Faye because I've got another track from her, but let's move on with one of my favourite guitar players. He's actually playing with them on this particular track. I've got a couple of tracks from him in there, and I'm probably going to have to sort of split them up a little bit because they just go over a 12-minute mark, and that's my maximum length of time that I can play a track for, so I'm going to have to split them up. Excuse me. And I've just been enjoying some of Arrow FM's finest instant coffee, and it's kind of repeating a little bit on me at the moment. I'm having to sort of swallow a few burps, as it were. Rather swallow them than let them out on radio. Sure, you don't want to hear that. What we might like to hear, though, however, is The Shadow of Your Smile, played by Borelli Legren and the WDR Big Band.
smile. Shadow of your smile when you are gone. I'll color all my dreams and light the dawn. Look into my eyes, my love, and see things you are to me. Our wistful little star, it was far too high. A teardrop kissed your lips, and so did I. Spring and all the joy that love can bring, I will be remembering the shadow of your smile. Spring and all the joy that love can bring, I'll be remembering the shadow of your smile.
Beautiful track there from Borelli Legren and the WDR Big Band from Cologne, and that of course was The Shadow of Your Smile. And I remember when I was down in Monte Carlo, must have been about 25 years ago, maybe longer than that actually, probably about 30 years ago. I had to play that number every single night, 6 nights a week at the casino downstairs in the restaurant. We have a 10-piece band that used to play there, and I know, was it 10? It was 3 brass. No, it was about 8-piece band actually. Sorry, yes, and yeah, that was part of a medley that we played every night. And boy, got to hate that tune a lot because it wasn't just like once a night. We used to play basically from about 8 o'clock in the evening until the last people went. Now, some people would come in there from upstairs in the casino. They'd be there until, come in for an hour, come in for a meal. There's very, very good food, by the way. If you're ever in Monte Carlo and you want to go to the casino, pop downstairs to the restaurant. I guarantee it's very fine dining. It's very expensive as well. But some people would come in, I don't know, maybe 1 o'clock in the morning, and would, if people were sitting at a table, the whole band had to stay on stage and play. And sometimes there'd be people there until they'd sit there from 1 until 3 o'clock in the morning, and we had to play for them. We just couldn't get off. But that was it. Done. We used to get very, very angry with people. They were just sitting there having a chat over them. They could have just put some music on for them, but no, the band had to play, and play we did. And that happened to be one of those numbers that we did play. Done like that, of course, as the VDR Big Band was just playing. It's beautiful. And that's a gorgeous arrangement, and I'm not sure if that was Borelli Legrand singing it. It might well have been, actually. I'll have to check that out. Let's just have another one from that particular album with Borelli Legrand, and this is a great instrumental Caravan. And that was Borelli Le Grimm, the WDR Big Band playing Caravan, complete with his own little James Bond theme music quote there at the beginning of his solo. Always fun to stick something like that in there, I guess. Great arrangement. And what a band. I mean, seriously, trumpet section, fantastic there. I have to say, these headphones probably not giving me the full sort of full surround sound thing that I would generally have from my headphones at home, but nevertheless I can still pick out quite a bit, and they really are quite a stunning band. Let's feature one of the players from the band. I mean, not that they don't get featured, obviously, like the tenor solos that you've heard already. Those are all guys that are obviously in the band. One particular very fine saxophone player that plays with them, generally plays second alto, is a girl called Carolina Strassmeyer, and she's a really, really nice saxophone player, beautiful alto player. Let's have a listen to her, and this is from the Marshall Gilks album, and this particular track is called End in Sight. Some fantastic saxophone playing there from Carolina Strassmeyer and Paul Heller with the WDR Big Band. Gosh, I mean, I wonder if they'll sort of hear this at some point and go, wow, that guy was really promoting us the other day. We better send him some free CDs or stuff like that. And I'll probably say to them, well, actually, I can get all that stuff on Apple, which is where I got all these from. It's a great thing, Apple. And we have to pay for it, but I think it's kind of worth it because it gives you access to, I don't know, was it 60 million tracks of like various artists around the world? Anyway, I don't need that many, but what I do need is another track from Faye Klassen, and this particular one is a beautiful standard. This is called T42.
Picture me upon your knee, just T for two and two for T, just me for you and you for me alone. Nobody's near us to see us or hear us, no friends or relations on weekend vacations. We won't have it known, we on a telephone. Break and I'll awake and start to bake a sugar cake for you to take, for all the boys to see. We could build a family, a boy for you, a girl for me. Can't you see how happy we could be? Picture me upon your knee, T for two and two for T, just me for you and you for me alone. Nobody's near us to see us or hear us, no friends or relations on weekend vacations. We won't have it known that we own a telephone. Break and I'll awake and start to bake a sugar cake for you to take, for all the boys to see. We could raise a family, a boy for you, a girl for me. Can't you see how happy we could be? It's tea for two and two for tea, me for you and you for me alone. Nobody's near us to see us or hear us, no friends or relations on weekend vacations. We won't have it known, we own a telephone. Dear, day will break and I'll awake, start to bake a sugar cake for you to take, for all the boys to see. We could build a family, a boy for you, a girl for me. Oh, can't you see how happy we could be?
Tremendous, unbelievably wonderful track. That's incredible singing, and what a great arrangement by Michael Abeni there. The just phenomenal stuff, and it's just blows me away. Fantastic music. I really absolutely love it. That was Faye Clarson, by the way, and I'm going to play some more stuff by her. I think next week I'm going to check a little bit more of her out. I didn't realise she was such a phenomenal singer. Okay, let's again moving on with the WDR Big Band. We'll go now to one of, I'd say, my favourite saxophone players, Bill Evans, named who's actually Gil Evans' son, and he's been playing now for quite some time, and he's pretty much played with anybody and everybody. Kind of had that Michael Brecker thing that was going on in the late 80s, and Bill sort of got onto that, and he's been doing that pretty much ever since. He's a fantastic player, and here are a couple of tracks from the WDR Big Band with Bill Evans, and the first track is Big Fun, and that's going to be followed by Little Hands and Little Feet. Bill Evans there from an album called The East End. That's with the WDR Big Band, and that particular track was called, excuse me, I've got that, that's that coffee thing coming back at me. Oh, I must stop drinking the instant coffee when I come here. Oh, sorry. No, I'm not going to take that phone call. Get that phone out of the way. Mind you, I do have John Coltrane playing Impressions as my phone call, so I could have actually just let that ring for a little while and probably sounded pretty good. Anyway, I'll move on. And so that was Bill Evans, fantastic tenor player, as you can hear. And instead of playing another one by him, because I'm not sure, but I think the next one's a little bit along similar lines, I'm going to go back to the album that I was playing at the very beginning, which is the WDR Big Band and some of the or sort of less well-known Duke Ellington tracks, and featuring Dick Oates on alto, and amongst many other players as well. And this particular track is called Hey Baby. I wonder if Duke Ellington would have ever thought that his music would have been reorchestrated and played in that way. I hope that he'd like it, because it's great stuff, isn't it? Oh, you can see, look, I've got on a different camera now. Isn't that amazing? Oh, no, I'm back on that one. Wonderful. The camera's sort of moving around a little bit today. They're having a good time, actually. I think they're getting as much exercise as I am, which is a good thing. And as my father-in-law always says, all you got to do when you get older is just keep moving. And it's so true. Just keep moving. He plays 18 rounds of golf, 18 holes of golf virtually every day or every other day. So he certainly keeps moving, that's for sure. Let's go back to Bill Evans, the saxophone player that I just played the track before that one, and the one that was called Big Fun. This one, as I mentioned, I was going to play it before, this one is actually called Little Hands and Little Feet. Evans there, saxophone player with Little Hands, Little Feet, and the WDR Big Band based over there in Cologne. I actually lived in Cologne for quite some time when I was moved over to Europe when I was about 17 or 18, and lived over in Germany for about 5 or 6 years actually. Had a wonderful time, mostly in and around, based in a place called Aachen, which is not too far from Cologne. Used to go over to Cologne very, very often, and but kind of travel worked, as I should say, all throughout Europe during that period, and had a wonderful time over there and really enjoyed it. Let's have a little look. What have we got coming next? How long have we got left? That's a more important question, Alex. Right, well, I think we're looking at, and I'm just sort of waiting for the time. Yeah, that's good. Let's have another one from that Marshall Gilkes album. It's not actually his album, but it's the WDR Big Band album, but it's the one about the Duke Ellington rediscovered music. This one's about 7 minutes and 30 seconds long, which just be about perfect. This will sort of just take us to the end of the program, and in which case, instead of interrupting it, I'm going to say goodbye to you now. And it's been, as always, a huge pleasure to play this music to you. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you have a wonderful week ahead, and I hope you'll be able to join me next Monday at 12 o'clock until 1:30 for another program of Insights. Thanks so much for listening, and take care. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you.